Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sunlit Valley. And as you can see, we have most of the flowers. Also, it's spring. So last week I only streamed 2 days out of my normal 4 weekday streams. And Heather and I had some time off, so we hung out. So I didn't have as much time to do off-camera work on here, but I was able to get all the flowers, and not only all of them, but get them all planted. Except for these two. And the reason is, if we look at seeds, this is where I'm going to have to remember which ones they were. Was it gray? Yeah, so gray uses current. Current seeds, and yeah, apparently you can find them in these Kusa jungles. Even using the locate command, I couldn't find any. So I'm thinking that maybe they didn't, like, there was something I don't know what it is. So I'm not sure how to get those. Let me know down in the comments. Do I just spawn them in so I can get the things? Let me know. The next one was, let's see if I can remember what it was. It was these, the gyro berries or gyro berries. You get these apparently. You can do it this way, which I have to kind of work on. Or if you get blueberry preserves, you can get them from the Elven Trade Portal, which is something we work on. So right now we're going to see if we can get through. There's no quest to get them all, at least not right now. But I have all the rest, so. All right, so let's look. What did I do in transportation? Oh, yeah, we made a boat. Remember that. All right, so if we are in, keep in mind the fish I'm missing, I believe, are summer fish. So we're not quite to summer yet, but I will get these. Wait, why don't we have that one? That was a winter fish. Oh, yeah, I tried to get that one. I couldn't catch it. All right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, so. But if we get back into mystical farming, I did pick up the white flowers because I wanted to see something. So there you go. You'll need at least white, yellow, and orange to start magic. Those we have. We have those. That's cool. So. All right, so first things first in here, it wants us to make a pure daisy. You guys know all about this. So white mystical petals, and then seeds. And then I want to see something here. This is something I didn't get to test. Okay, so apparently we have to break this. Is the only way to do it. And then I got rid of the seed thing. I put it over here. Let's go get that again. All right, this is one part I haven't been able to test. But we're going to get the... I just stuck this when I move things around. It's just in my inventory, so I stuck it over here. The seed maker. Stop screaming, animals. So we're going to go ahead. We'll stick this over here. And then we're going to... I'm worried about this. Do I have extras? I have 2 in here. Okay, so that took 3. It's going to take 1 day. Okay, that's okay. We'll see how many we get from that. I forgot it did give us 8 more, so we actually don't technically need these right now because we can just put these back here. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and make, and mind you, I didn't build a building yet because I didn't know how much room we were going to need. We're going to work on that today. So, all right, here's my bucket. Here's my seeds. Move my axe. All right, so I'm going to do this and that, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to throw in this, and that got us a pure daisy. There we go. So you guys all know how this works. We'll go ahead and stick this here. And then let's go get, because we need to make living wood and living rock. So we need stone and logs. So pretty easy. So let's head up here and see, do we have stone? Yes, we do. And then let's just do probably oak. Yep. All right. So it wanted us to get how many? Oh, just some. Okay, that's fine. So, for any of you guys that don't know Botania, it's been out forever. You guys should know this. But, oh, well, that piece is wasted. You basically put a ring around this daisy. Keep in mind, it's better if you have a pocket full of posies. I'm kidding. Don't listen to me on that one. Oh, do I have? Oh, I still touch on this one. Oh, nice. Didn't realize that. Okay. So yeah, this will eventually start turning in stone with this guy. You can see the sparkles. Is turning it into living rock, which is just basically a building block ingredient used in this mod. While we're waiting on that, we're going to look at this. The this flower is your entry point to magic, converting fully grown crops in a 7x7 area around it into mana, proportionally to how long they took to grow. It should be planted in a field where the harvest isn't so important. Okay, so. All right, so let's do this. So there we go. We got our living rock. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this wood here. And we're going to do the same thing, but for living wood. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're just going to make... I got to figure out an all-year crop. Let's look at seeds again. I would love to do like wheat, but it only work at certain times. Is there any of these that are year round? Spring, winter. Okay, it says all but winter. Summer, spring, summer, autumn, winter, and spring. So maybe tomatoes might be our best because at least it'll work for 3 out of the 4 months. So let's go ahead and see. Do we have tomato seeds? We do. Okay, we have 16 out of 10. We have some sprinklers here, but I don't need ones this strong because it's a set. Ooh, maybe we'll use this one because it is 7x7. Okay, so what we'll do. How are we going to do this? All right, let's gather this real quick. Let's get our axe out here. All right, so now we have this stuff. All right, so we're going to take a moment. We're going to set up a farm. We're going to figure this out. But we need to make this flower. We get that. We'll do that. That's fine. How do we make this? Yellow, orange, and white. Okay. So let's see. Yellow here. All right, and then orange here. Okay, cool. All right, there's that. There's that. Oh, okay. Let's see here. So to do this one, we're going to need our bucket here, and it's 1 orange, 1 yellow, and then I think it was 2 white, right? Yep, okay. And then the wheat. All right, here we go. What was that? Oh, we get 2 of them. Oh, well, la-di-da. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So let's figure this out. So if we put this here, right? So 7x7. So 1, 2, wait. This is 1, 2, 3. So it's, 3, 4, 7, like that. All right, so we don't need it to be that far, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and we're going to go 3 each direction, right? 7x7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. This seems smaller than 7x7, but whatever. All right, so we'll do this, right? And then unfortunately, we have to do this. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. Watch this. to make it rain. Here we go. All right. Simple, simple. Then what if we put a piece of dirt, I'm just going to borrow this one for a second, on top of here. Can I put this on top? All right. And then what happens if we then put this guy up here? Will that work? I wonder. I don't know. Let's see. This will just be the beginning. We'll get more seeds. All right. So my idea is these grow. This takes the stuff, and then we go from there. So, all right. So we got that. Next thing we need to do is to use the mana stored in your whatever flower. You need 2 devices. All right. So we need a mana pool, which is going to be 5 living rock. How many did we get out of this? Oh, we got 6. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's do this real quick. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab a piece of dirt because that hole is gonna bug me, and then let's get a crafting table real quick. All right, we got one there, and then doit. One doit. There we go. All right. All right, let's see if we have enough stuff to do all this. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to take this fella. I'm going to do something kind of weird here. We're going to go like that and there. That way, you know, we're using this for good. Okay. So we take our living rock, we make a boat, and we get a mana pool. We're going to stick this guy here. And I'm weird, so I'm going to move this torch because my brain tells me it's going to be in the way. All right, so there's that, and then we need to make a mana spreader, which is going to take a petal and a piece of copper and some of this wood. So let's go ahead and just grab, oh, I already had some. That, and then, oh, this is going to just make mana once a day. Oh, all right, I'm going to mess around with this. All right, so let's look up mana spreader. Mana space spreader tree here. All right, and oh, did I not? What did I do with our living wood? Did I stick it in the chest over here? I also forgot. I could do this. My bad. All right, mana spreader. So there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick this here. All right, so now we have this, and we get a Wand of the Forest. This is something you have to make, but we can do a couple things now. One, now we can see where this mana is. So we're going to go ahead and shift-click that, and then shift-click this. And if you notice, it actually moved. So now what's going to happen is when these plants grow, it's going to basically make mana. Or I think it will basically eat the fruit or the stuff. It'll make mana. If we take this, we can see that it has, oh, yeah, we also have to do that to here. Okay, so now this plant makes mana. It puts it in this mana spreader, and it shoots it down to this mana pool. All right, so there's that. And then generating flora, it could be good. Start for generating mana as far as the rest. Generating flora is classified. So we technically made these because it made us make the one, but these are all different flowers that can make mana. Most of the time, endo flames, hydrangeas are used a lot. Munch dews are good. They can eat leaves to make mana. Yeah, we'll have to look at some of those. So, all right. So the thing is, now we're kind of at an impasse because it needs us to make mana steel, but we need mana. So maybe we will work on making some sort of other generating. Let's see. Let's go back to that quest line. See if I can remember which is. There's one you could just give it thermal lily. Let's see. Uses. You're not going to tell me, are you, what it does? I think didn't we get a book? I don't remember. I mean, I have to kind of gather some of those. Oh, yeah, it's right here. All right, so let's see. Let's go here. Let's go to generating flora. Oh, it's only showing us the... Oh, okay, we got to unlock stuff. All right, fine. You know what? We'll make it endo flame. If I absorb... Yeah, so this is the one you just use coal. So let's look up endo flame. And this one is... Oh, what is this? What is that? Hold on. Strangely enough, the energies of magic demand a financial tribute to work in your favor. You shouldn't neglect your income on the farm. The flowers demand it. Holy... Just to make any of those... All right, well, we're putting this book away for right now. Holy jeez. Okay, so, I mean, it did give us 2 of these, so I guess maybe I'll move this field over and put a second one. Or I could always, because I had to do it for the quest, I ended up making this guy 9x9. This is, I guess these are 5x5. So, yeah, maybe off-camera work, I will make a bigger field so that we can kind of get this going. But, honestly, until I get some mana going, there's not a whole lot we can do here. I'll keep that. So, we're just going to stick all of this stuff in here for now, including that. And in between episodes, I'll work on that. I guess we can turn this rain off now. We don't need it. That's bothering anybody. Okay, so let's, we got a few minutes left. I want to show you guys what I was working on. Let's see, patootie. Or 2. So yeah, I think I showed you guys before that we had moved the fish farm, and I got it a lot more stabilized here, meaning I got a lot more fish in these. So they are going, and as you can see, a lot of these. Let's see what they're asking for. This wants white grape bags. Why do we make a white grape bag? I hope I spelled grape right. I hope I spelled bag right. All right, white grape bag. Oh, okay, that's pretty easy. We could probably do that. What do we got here? Stripped dark oak logs. That's fine. An iron knife. What fish is this? Those things are crazy. A red mushroom colony. Okay. 4 of them, technically. Let's see. What do we got? Andesite alloy. Star shards. What the hell are star shards? Poisonous patooties. 10 worms. Wheel of a... I don't even know what this is. Let's see. And slime balls. Okay. So let's start. Maybe let's go grab some worms, because that one's easy, and it's right over here. So if I didn't talk about this before, what this does... Do I not have any worms? Seriously. Oh, yeah, this guy just makes worms. I don't even have that many. All right. So basically, you have to feed these things certain items. And then when you do that, it unlocks more items it can make. So let's find the one that says worms. Star shards, andesite alloy, maybe down here. Red mushroom color. Oh, is it the other way? I think it's the other way. I might move these torches because they make seeing the exclamation marks a little bit harder. What about here? Poisonous potatoes. What about here? Worms. Okay, so it says it wants 10. So if we just do this, it says that really makes us feel at home. So now, if this will go out of the way, if we click on here, it can now hold 5 fish. So it'll generate 2 more fish. and the higher they go up, the better. So probably be working on that. I do have now added over here the bonefish and the glowdine. So you can see we got glowstone there. Nothing off of that one yet. Those are going good. But this wants a cheese wheel, and this one wants glowberry tarts. So a cheese wheel, I might have one. I don't think so, but let's go look. I can make one. Oh, I think there's one right there. Look at that. Cheese wheel. I got to respect a fish that wants cheese. You know, I don't really eat that much fish. I eat tuna fish. That's it. Regular, boring tuna fish. But, yeah, I like to think that they appreciate cheese. There we go. So now this guy is now 3 of 5. So if we look at, if we look at bonefish, I might have already gone over this. You guys might already know. Bonefish. So if we click uses and we go here, so when you first get it started, this is all it's going to make. Once you get it to at least 4 fish, and now this can go to 5, I believe it was. Yeah. So if you go to, this is when it can make bone meal and bones, but you need 7 or more to make limestone pebbles, and then all of a sudden it's 7 plus, and then you can, enchanting bone meal. And then at 9 plus is when it'll start making all the fertilizers. That's how all of these work. So, for example, this one, I can get end blaze cakes because we have 10 fish in there. This one, I think we can get the furniture stuff because we have 10 fish in there. So you can kind of see how it goes. I may also work off camera, besides starting to gather us some mana. I think I might work on something to connect all these. Do we have pipes in this? Let's see. What do we have? We have item pipes. That's all super easy we can do. So probably what I'll do is I will hook up item pipes probably underground to all of these things and have it maybe go into here or at least into a chest. These are all of our other fish, by the way. So anyway, so that's something I'm going to work on. All right, guys, there we go. So we got a little ways of potatoes. So what I'm thinking I need to do is I need these crops to grow enough to get me enough mana to make 1 mana steel. All you do is throw iron in here with enough mana, and it turns it from a iron ingot into a mana steel ingot. Then I can use that to make the coin to get the endo flame. Then I can feed that coal, which will make mana, but it'll make it a lot quicker because this is only going to work when these crops grow. And then once I have a couple endo flames, I can probably get that going. And maybe I'll work this area around. We'll figure out. We'll see what I can do in the stream. But I'm also wanting to set up some sort of automation to all of this to be able to pull everything in. So, all right, guys, there we go. A couple steps further on our goal of finishing this pack. So I think we're doing great. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all of those things help me out tremendously. If you guys want to take it to the next level, you can do that simply by becoming a Patreon. Go check out the Patreon link down below. You can get access to this server plus all of our other ones. Heather just put up a bunch of new servers. You can come, if you like playing Minecraft, but you want to be able to play in a world where other people are doing stuff, and maybe you can team up with somebody if you don't know a lot about it. Everybody, all of our Patreons are super helpful when it comes to helping out. So yeah, and then it's the closest thing I have to a normal paycheck. So yeah, go join the Patreon. All right, and then real quick, let's look. Okay, yeah, I think it's when these are full. Oh, these are 0. Oh, maybe. I don't know. We don't have any mana yet. I'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, if you guys want to watch me do off-camera work on this, I do this every Tuesday. at noon, let's just say Pacific time at this point. Once this video comes out, it'll be the future, so you guys and your magic clocks will change. So we don't change, so it's still noon for me, but it changes Pacific or Mountain tours for you guys. Anyway, so yeah, come hang out, twitch.tv/Modi101. And I'm kind of babbling a lot here. And last but not least, check out Host Havoc for all your server needs. If you want to get a server just like this one here, you can do that by heading on over to Host Havoc. They will take care of you 100%. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!